Hello, it's me, your fairy godmother, Mint. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with Momiji. She's asleep. She's very tired. She was up all night, you know, wandering the realms, being a little witch kitty. As you can see by the title, we are going to go through my 2025 chaotic and realistic predictions. So first of all, I want to give some different types of predictions in this video. I'm going to be giving like YouTube, movies, just whatever pops into my head, because I think it's just really fun to think about things that can happen over the year, and I think it'll be hilarious at the end of the year to go back and see if any of our predictions came true. I said our. Me and my Gemini twin. Me. Okay, come over here. Come closer. So 2025, number one, already to me, 2025 is going to be like a lucky year because 25 is one of my lucky numbers. It's 5 5s. 5 is my lucky number. I'm so excited. For me, I think this is going to be a fantastic year. I feel like this year I'm going to write a book, illustrate a children's book. This year I'll also go on some sort of like fun vacation that will be just like a blissful vacation, which I'm really excited about. I don't know, I'm like not planning a vacation or anything, I promise you. I'm just like projecting into the world that I'm gonna have a beautiful vacation this year. Right, Momiji? Yes. Close my eyes. And I sink into myself. I see tons of hearts on my like retina. And there are no hearts over there on the wall. So I see tons of hearts on my retina. Meaning that even though this is not a year focused on love, I'm going to be just bathing in it, which, let's go. For the world, spin the globe, my friends. I'm not just going to take these off the top of my head. No, I'm going to go grab some tarot cards. I'm going to also, is my crystal ball around here? We are going to really expand our minds and our brains and our spiritual tentacles and reach out there and grab the most chaotic and realistic predictions. Let's go. I'm going to start with the gazing ball. Do not be fooled by its commonplace appearance. Amazing. I've had this for about 5 years, I think. We have bonded, we're in love, and we work really well together. So we're going to relax a little bit. I'm going to cleanse the space. I'm going to sink down into it. I'm going to get into the mode, and then I'm going to pull and draw out everything that I see. I'm going to write it down, and then we're gonna talk about it together. I write down everything. If I see a Smurf, I'm writing down the Smurf, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because you have no idea what waves are in flow. Getting some weird, cool stuff here. Okay, so I feel like I've gazed for quite a while into this thing, and I'm gonna tell you everything that I've got so far. Now, I know some of you are like, what are you doing? Are you just like imagining what you see in this ball? Perhaps, you know, divination is up to your it's up to your interpretation, you know, what you see, what you feel, what you hear. It's all up to you whether you believe that this is something that you're being given, being shown, or if it's your imagination, you know? If you are a practitioner, you trust your intuition and you know what's happening, you know what's been given to you. If you are not, then you question and you doubt and you believe that nothing is happening and all those types of things. So I am a practitioner, and this is what I got. First thing I saw was a troll, a bizarre looking, like lumpy kind of troll, very similar to the troll in Harry Potter, like kind of like walking in a certain direction. I also saw a cornfield after that. I saw like approaching a cornfield, the corn like, kind of waving, that kind of thing. And then I saw what seemed to be flying vehicle or something like that. So I have a huge feeling that we're going to get more of that delicious alien energy in 2025. Maybe we'll get some more, you know, uncovered secrets of the government finding or communicating with aliens, or maybe we'll see some like bodies or something. I don't know, but I have a feeling that 2025 is going to be an aliens kind of year. We'll have some new discoveries, some new information, whatever. I also saw this like a giant building, and inside this building was a hallway, and people were like walking in and out of the rooms back and forth, sort of changing sides, which I thought was really interesting. I also got something very clear that was a car dealership switching hands, like a car dealership, major car company, or something like Ford, I don't know, a major car company being purchased by another car company, and things changing, and people being able to see that and witness that, which I think is really interesting, because we don't really, I mean, I don't know if that's something that we pay attention to, like it's something that you pay attention to, but when companies are purchased by other companies, I like to pay attention to how things change and how their policies change, or how their products change, or whatever it is that they're creating. So interested to see if that comes true. I also saw a ton of like scary clown faces, like really creepy smiling faces, and like, you know, that kind of like gross, yucky, like drippy mouth clown kind of thing, which is like creepy. I'm not afraid of clowns, but when scary clowns are like a theme or something, that definitely gets me. And I saw a lot of that. Maybe there's going to be another scary clown movie, like maybe another It movie, or maybe there will be some other kind of new movie that comes out that involves scary clowns, or a show or something. Definitely something that involves creepy, drippy, gross, really big, wide grinning mouth clowns, like ugh. Then I also saw directly the movie Field of Dreams, which might be connected to the cornfield that I saw, but the movie Field of Dreams popped up, and I'm thinking either there's going to be a sequel to Field of Dreams, or there will be a remake of Field of Dreams. If you don't know what that movie is, it's an old baseball movie. It's like, doesn't it have, like, baseball players come out of the field and teach some kids how to play baseball? Oh my gosh, I don't remember, but it's something like that, right? Something else that I was thinking, that I was just like feeling as I'm going through this, is that there's going to be some sort of like a political baby scandal. And I don't know what this is going to be. I have no idea, because I don't have any information on it. I didn't see it in the ball. I was just like feeling it as I was looking in here, and I'm feeling this like, oh, there's going to be a political baby scandal. And I'm like, okay. All right, well, have we had one of those in a while? I mean, probably. I don't really pay attention to politics, but I'm pretty sure that there has been, or there will be, something like that. I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of baby scandals all over the place that we don't hear about, but I can feel that that is something that we may hear about in this year. Okay, and then the last thing that I saw that I thought was really, really interesting, that kind of clipped in as I was thinking of Field of Dreams, there's going to be some sort of a new development or new discovery with bees. And I'm hyped on that. Something that will come up that has to do with bees, that people will be able to witness either a new type of bee, or a new color of bee, or something unique that will affect the world, that we will be able to be a part of, which I think is really cool. I'm always really interested in new insects, new animals, or new anything that is discovered. I'm all about it. And so if there is something new with bees, like, bring it toward me, baby. I love that. I love bees. Now that we've gazed in the bowl, let me see how much coffee I have left so we can do our coffee reading. A lot. And it's a little bitter because we don't have any sweetener left. Okay, tell me right now in the comments, are you a person that likes coffee black? Do you like coffee with like cream or sugar? Or do you like it to taste like ice cream like me? Love the flavor of coffee. But I do also like when it has like other flavors mixed in with it. You know, I love it. And right now I'm just drinking black coffee, and it is at the bottom, however. Let me show you what we've got in the cup. Get down in there, you see in there. Go ahead and get a screenshot so you can do your own interpretations. Okay. So I've got some really interesting shapes in here. I definitely have some of those clusters that look like faces. I've got a lot of groups of 3, which I think is really interesting. A lot of groups of 3, like little lumps. There's like one that looks like shaped like a croissant. A croissant in it. All right, I've got a very clear face right here. I've got like a clear AF face. Let me see if I can show you. You can't really see it the way that I see it, because you can see the large lumps, but you can't see all the small ones that are in there. There's like tons of like little like dusty areas in there that you just can't really see. You just can't really see it very well with the camera, but I've got a really clear face that I can see kind of between. There's like two little lumps at the top. Let's see if I can. It's like boop, boop. And in between there is a very clear face for me. Definitely a male face, and there's a really interesting large cloud above his head. And he looks disgruntled and confused. And as I look over here to the left, I see what looks like a person talking to him. Honestly, it looks like a jester because it's got like this ruff around its neck, and it's got the eyes that do that, like a harlequin makeup eyes. So I see that kind of like leaning in with the hand on the shoulder. I wish I could show you this with like so you could see it, but leaning in with the hand on the shoulder. So I see that. So I think there's going to be some interesting change and influence is interesting. I moved down from there and I can see two dogs. It looks like a two-headed dog. Two-headed dog. Both heads look very docile and sweet. Neither of them look look ferocious or anything like that. It's a really interesting symbolism, two-headed dog. Like after this, we see this face. It looks like someone, you know, who is being influenced by this jester. It's very interesting. And then we have this two-headed dog here underneath, and the one dog's kind of looking off, like looking down, the other one's looking forward. Behind the two-headed dog, we have sort of a sandstorm. It looks like a sandstorm, and we have over this whole entire thing, it looks like we've got this giant sort of black smoky figure, like Hexus, very Hexus-like Hexus, holding the whole scene together, which is very interesting as well. I've also got someone looks like they're sitting on the dock, fishing and looking down. So far our symbols that we have are the Harlequin Jester, a disgruntled, confused looking man. We have a two-headed dog, someone sitting on a dock. We have a large shadowy figure holding the entire scene together. I also see a rather large looking, on the side, it looks like it could be a possum with babies on its back. And I'm looking around to see. Now that I look from this perspective, it's like a giant toad watching with really wide eyes, super wide-eyed toad. So I have pulled the When Women Have Wings deck over here. I love this deck. It's really, really beautiful. And I'm just going to use it for our top questions. I'm interested in the troll and this, what else was it that I was confused about? It was the troll and then the rooms changing, the changing people walking through the rooms. So I'm going to pull a card for each of those so that we can understand more about that. And then I'm going to switch decks for the coffee because I have an interesting idea about some of these things, but I do also think that they all go really well. And I have a lot of information about the symbolism already, especially with this two-headed dog. I think that's a really, really interesting thing to pull, or to see in a reading. It's not uncommon, but I think the way that it is grouped with these other things, and it's really interesting. The troll, we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, so a very authoritative, very strict and intuitive person, or someone who is a very strong feminine role, someone who maybe is political, or someone who is in charge of or a leader of a lot of people. So this troll kind of has this crone energy where they are, in what I saw, they were kind of disgruntled and upset. And as the Queen of Swords, they are this disgruntled, upset, authoritarian who has to make very difficult decisions for a great deal of people. And we are going to be witnessing that in 2025. Scary. For the changing the rooms, people walking in and out of rooms, that kind of thing, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Ooh, and this is such a gorgeous, these cards are beautiful. So a really interesting energy of a powerful but young and naive character that is going out into the world and trying to find their place, trying to find their adventure. When it comes to this people switching rooms, going back and forth, this really makes me feel like, and I'm getting like this sort of visual and words as I think about this. It's an interesting kind of combination of people changing their minds, changing their hearts based on new evidence. So belonging to one side and then switching to another, because recognizing that there isn't really a side to be on. So that's why people are going back and forth, because they're like, I thought I was this way, now I'm feeling like I'm this way, I don't know what to do, go back and forth. So it's going to be a lot of confusion, a lot of hearts changing, and a lot of opening up. I think this is a really good opportunity for all of us to really speak our hearts and speak our minds to the people that we love and the people around us, and to make sure that we are living our truth and being really honest and open about our feelings and about our identities and about what it is that we want to put out into the world, you know. And not everyone is safe to do that, and I know that, but for those of us who are capable of living in a way that is completely authentic, I think it is a really good point for us to be bold, like our Knight of Pentacles, and to trust in our personal power, and to go out there and change hearts. And I love that. Okay, I'm gonna check out this groups of three, because it makes me think of the Three of Wands, which is a card that I pulled today for someone. I pulled the Three of Wands for someone today, and I pulled that Three of Wands for someone else in another deck. And so Three of Wands has been coming up a lot. It's number 3 has been coming up a lot for everyone's 2025 readings. This is something that I think gives us the chance to really change our lives. And I know that a lot of people in 2025 are changing their lives in a way that makes them feel more satisfied with how they're living and with how they spend their time and how they spend their days. And I really love that for everyone. I love that people are reflecting more on themselves and on their lives and how they really want to live. So that really gives me that idea that these groups of 3 that are coming up are about people really paying attention to their home life and people paying attention to what matters to them, you know, which is so important to me, that people are really living authentically and loving authentically and doing things that are right for themselves. I love it. The two-headed dog. Let's get into that. When we pull these other things, I was really interested in seeing all of these like animals that were coming up, and when we pull the two-headed dog, I'm honestly very excited. When I see any kind of dogs or wolves in cups, I get really excited about protection. I think about the fact that people have a very certain amount of protection around them. And when I see the two-headed dog, Orthrus, which is Cerberus's brother, he was a protector. When that comes up, I think about the protection that people have over each other. Orthrus was a protector of sheep. And when you think about a protector of sheep, you think about a protector of people, a protector of the flock, someone who fights for the people, who stands for the people, who shepherds the people, and who loves the people. I think of someone who stands up and who revolutionizes and who really takes charge of certain movements and stuff like that. So I think that we're going to be seeing a lot of people protecting people, humans standing up and taking roles that they would never take before to show their love and protection for other people, which is very exciting, but also very scary, but very exciting, and something that I think that we are definitely due for in 2025. The dock fishing is something that I really, really believe is patience. That is us being patient and recognizing that there are still a lot of things that we can do as humans to be happy and to be caring for each other and to be moving forward and growing in the state of the world that we're in now. I know sometimes we feel really hopeless and like there's nothing that we can do and that the walls are closing in on us, but as humans with hearts and with the ability to change each other's lives personally, just to be there for each other as friends and family, I think that really shows a lot of the power that we have as people, you know, the power that we have to just like affect each other. So dock fishing is really, really being patient and being generous and being calm and waiting and understanding that the fish will come. The wide-eyed toad symbolism is about magic, and it's about being able to see beyond yourself, seeing beyond your small little island, you know what I mean? And so when I get this in the cup, I think that this is sort of like an awakening for the people, you know, a spiritual awakening, an emotional awakening, where we can really feel and understand more of what our existence is and share that with each other in a way that feels like community instead of like separation. You know, we've been in a state of separation for quite a while. And I think we're in this year, that's definitely close to last year, I felt a lot of people coming together again in community, which is wonderful. It is a huge spiritual symbol to see a wide-eyed toad, an uplifting or a raising of your personal energy, of your personal power. It is really awesome to see. Like, this toad was also huge, like big old wide fat toad, just sitting there with the eyeballs looking up, creating an atmosphere of elevated magic, you know. So intuition will be sharper, people will be able to trust themselves a little bit more, trust in their personal powers, moving forward with their spiritual growth, following their intuition more, following their hearts, following their spirits, and feeling like they want to have more of a connection with the divine and having more of a connection with everything that feels natural. So I'm really hyped for that. And last but not least, the possum with the babies on his back. I love a possum with the babies on his back. Again, a lot of care. There are going to be a lot of leaders that kind of pave the way for other people to do things that they never thought that they could do, and to create an atmosphere of people helping people, community lifting each other up, and helping to carry those that can't carry themselves. You know, really digging into what it means to be a part of this world, and to be able to share each other's love, and to share each other's resources, and to share each other's energies, and to just push forward and lift each other up. I think that's really what this possum with the babies on his back is about. I like that. I like there's so much care in 2025. What a wonderful 2025 this is shaping up to be. A new Field of Dreams movie, new bees. I'm excited about that. I'm really excited about the whole community aspect. These are all things that really show community growth, community building, and that's going to happen all around the world. I can imagine people really coming together and feeling like they want to be more focused on building what they have, like building their relationships with the people around them, and really being able to be there for each other and help to build a better world. I really feel like there are groups of humans all over the place that really want a better world, and they're really fighting for that, and really pushing forward with their growth, and their personal learning and their belief systems are changing because we want a better world. I know I do, dog. I know I do, mofo. So with this wide-eyed toad, as well as this idea of the cornfield and this field of dreams, is also like, it gives me the energy or the like feeling that we are truly becoming more aware as people. And I know it's just true because we are always becoming more intelligent. We're always learning more as the world turns, as things are created and invented. We always learn more. So we're always shifting closer to this global conglomerate, this consciousness that we all share. We're always moving closer to that. With the invention of the internet, dog, we are so much closer than we ever were before, and we continue to grow closer. And with that growth, we have to really break down our walls and our firm belief systems, and allow each other to really be seen for who we are and to be loved for who we are. So I think that 2025 is also going to be a really freaking huge year for people who are neurodivergent to stop masking. There's going to be a lot of unmasking going on across the board for everyone, really. We're going to feel a push to be more authentic. And I think that comes from people being more authentic, you know, in global spaces, but also people realizing that life is so incredibly precious. We are in such a devastating state right now in this world. And it makes me think about how precious every moment is, because there are so many instances where people are just being lost. All of these things coming together really show me that, except for the scary clouds, it really shows me that the world is moving in the direction of global care. And that's what I dream of. And I hope that I get to see some of that in my lifetime. Anyway, 2025, year of spiritual awakening, scary clowns, revolutionaries, and aliens. I'm ready for it, my dudes. Tell me your 2025 predictions in the comments. What do you think is going to happen this year? Someone's going to have a baby? You think Sears will make a comeback? JCPenney? Who knows? But I cannot wait to share this 2025 with you guys and just see what kind of crazy stuff we get into. Okay, my lovebirds, be weird, spread love, make magic. Mwah! I'll see you in the next video.